Hello, good afternoon. I am going to speak about pros and cons of human genetic engineering. So now it's not only our food that have been manipulated genetically. Uh, since 1974, the first genetically modified animal was a mouse. Then, in 1976, the first plant was genetically manipulated too. After that, in 1983, an antibiotic resistant gene was inserted into a tobacco plant. And nowadays, United Kingdom actually approved creating babies with DNA from different people. This good idea to help couples to avoid that passing on genetic disease, and this technique will help women with problems of mitochondrial cells that passing to their babies defects, and this can result as some disease such as muscular dystrophy, epilepsy, and heart problems, and mental retardation. Everyone wants to have a healthy baby, and no one wants to have that baby that suffers some of this disease. So I am going to explain about some pros and cons of this human genetical engineering. So in the case of the pros, to make disease a thing of past. Most of the people on the planet die, and disease are having some familiar with a disease or with problem health, and our genomes are not so strong or so robust as we would like. So then, in the case of the science, when scientists manipulate genetical disease, this can help us to make this disease as a thing of the past. And then this human genetic engineering can help to extend the lifespans. With the manipulation of this, we can increase our lifespans. Of course, there are some therapies that can help to increase this condition of lifespan, or there are some patients that talking about genetic modification of healthy people to give them a longer life. Then we can have a better pharmaceuticals. With the knowledge gained working about genetic modification or genetic solution, this could help us to design a better or to improve the pharmaceutical products that finally can help us to avoid disease. And then, what about the cons? The cons, the first is the risk and controversy, but mainly the safety. There are risks associated with genetic, with getting genes into the human body and having them to carry out the side function. And some small numbers of genes therapy have a result in the death of some subject. Then, about genetic diversity, could be a danger that our gene diminishes and that as population we become more susceptible and to being wiped out. In my personal point of view, this is very important to say about several diseases, mainly mental or physically handicapped. That doesn't make the person any less. I think if we are parents and to have to face a difficult situation when you realize that your son or your daughter had problems of health, uh, they have to pass through several stages until scare and accept an special angel that you have at home. And it was difficult how they will mean accepting this disability, but without mental barriers, this disability is only our ignorance. So I want to invite you to attend my conference, Pros and Cons of Genetical Engineer. I'm waiting for you in Celaya Plaza next January 27th, and the cost will be only 400 pesos, and you can get the tickets in the tickets office the day of the event. Thank you very much.